Good morning, students. In previous video lecture, we have studied exercise 3.2 from questions 6 to 10. Now, in this lecture, we will study few identities of trigonometric functions and next exercise. First identity, that is sine of minus x, that is equal to minus sine x. What is the meaning of this? It means what? I have discussed this table in previous video. Clockwise and anti-clockwise, two type of rotations are there. If clockwise rotation is there, suppose angle is like this, it means minus of x. If it is like anti-clockwise, it means x, that is plus x. Here is minus x, it means x is lying in the fourth quadrant. If it is lying in a fourth quadrant, as you know, after school to college, it means cos and secant are positive, others are negative. So sign will be negative. Sine of minus x will be equal to minus sine x, and cos of minus x is equal to cos x, because in the fourth quadrant cos is always positive. The next identity, that is cos of x plus y is equal to cos x cos y minus sin x sin y. This identity is proved by using the distance formula. As I told you in the previous lecture, when we take point on the unit circle, first point is of what? Gives you cos of x, and second will be of sine of x. Here same concept is applied. If angle is x, then cos x sin x for coordinate of the P1. If angle is further y, x plus y, the point comes up to P2. This will be cos of x plus y and sin x plus y. The angle is now y angle in clockwise direction for the point P3. The coordinates will be cos of minus y, sin of minus y. Now find out the distance P1, P3 and P2, P4. Find the distance from P1 to P3 and distance from P2 to P4. Both will be same, because triangle, this one triangle and this one triangle, both are congruent triangles. If triangles are congruent, their lengths of the sides will be same. When you equate these two distances, you will get the formula cos x plus y. Let's see. This is a P1, P3 square and P2, P4 square, distance between these 2 points, and equate them because of the congruency of the triangle. These two sides are equal. So when you equate these values, you will get the formula cos x plus y is equal to cos x cos y minus sin x sin y. And second formula is cos x minus y is equal to cos x cos y plus sin x sin y. You can see here, when you are getting the formula of plus, you are having answer in minus. If the formula is of minus, then you are getting the answer in positive. Remember it. Now next one, cos pi by 2 minus x is equal to sin x. Now here again we will come back to the previous lecture. Cos 90 minus x. 90 minus x means what? 90 is this one, 0. This is 180, 270, and 90 minus x. It means like this in a first quadrant. If we are in a first quadrant, and you have studied it in class 10th also, cos 90 minus theta is equal to sin theta. Same is here, cos 90 minus x is equal to sin x. Sin 90 minus x is cos x. All these are the identities which you have to learn. Sine 90 minus theta, sine 90 minus x, you can say it is cos x. Sine x plus y is equal to sine x cos y plus cos x sine y. Some derivations are given here in the identities. You have to do these derivations. Sin x minus y is equal to sin x cos y minus cos x sin y. Again here sin 90 plus theta. It means we're talking about the second quadrant. In second quadrant, again I have to draw only sine and cosecant are positive. Others are negative. It means cos will be minus sin x. And in the cos 180 minus x, 180 minus x again in a quadrant second, it is minus cos x. And sine 180, sorry, sine 90 plus x and 180 minus x, you can see first one, this is also lying what in the quadrant 90 plus x. In the second quadrant, it is also in the second quadrant, sine 90 plus x is cos x, and sine 180 minus x will be equal to sine x, because sine is positive in the second quadrant. Cos 180 plus x, cos 180 plus x, it means it is in a quadrant third. Third quadrant, after school to college, tangent and chord are positive, others are negative. It means cos will be negative. And about the horizontal line, there is no change in a trigonometric function. I have told you in previous lecture. See that lecture, watch that lecture. You will get the idea of this. Cos of 180 plus x is equal to minus cos x. Now 2 pi minus x means 360 minus x. It means you are in a fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, cos is positive. It means cos 360 minus x will be equal to cos x. 2 pi means 360. Sine 180 plus x. Again, it is minus sine x. Sine 360 minus x will be equal to minus sine x. Apply this property after school to college, and horizontal and vertical line idea I have given in a previous lecture. Now identity number 10, tangent x plus y is equal to tangent x plus tangent y upon 1 minus tangent x into tangent y. Tangent x minus y, that is tangent x minus tangent y upon 1 plus tangent x into tangent y. Now cot x plus y is equal to cot x cot y minus 1 upon cot y plus cot x. Now cot x minus y is cot x cot y plus 1 upon cot y minus cot x. Now these are 13 identities which I have discussed here. Now come to the identity number 14. Cos of 2x. It means here in this formula, cos x plus y, y is replaced by x. You will get cos 2x is equal to x, cos square minus sin square x. Cos square x minus sin square x. Now if you replace the sin square x by 1 minus cos square x, you are getting 2 cos square x minus 1. And when you replace cos in sin, then you are getting 1 minus 2 sin square x. And in the tangent form, it is 1 minus tangent square x upon 1 plus tangent square x. Now here are 4 formulae for cos 2x. It means it is, it depends on the question, what type of the requirement of the question we will use according to requirement of the question. Any of these formulae we can use for the cos of 2x. Now come to the sin 2x. Identity number 15. That is 2 sin x cos x, same. When y is replaced by x, you are getting sin 2x. That is 2 sin x cos x. And in the tangent form, it is 2 tangent x upon 1 plus tangent square x, where this x is not equal to n pi plus pi by 2. Because when you put this, the denominator becomes 0 and this will be not defined. Now come to the example, identity number 16. Identity 16 is tangent 2x is equal to 2 tangent x upon 1 minus tangent square x. Again here 2x should not be equal to n pi plus pi by 2 because it makes the statement not defined. Now sine 3x, 3 sine x minus 4 sine cube x, cos 3x is equal to 4 cos cube x minus 3x, 3 cos x. Tangent 3x is equal to 3 tangent x minus tangent cube x upon 1 minus 3 tangent square x. Proofs are given here. You have to study these proofs also. Now here few formulae which are so important when you want the statement of trigonometric functions in product form. Then you have to apply these identities. Identity number 20. 4 subparts are here. Cos x plus cos y is equal to 2 cos x plus y upon 2 cos x minus y upon 2. Both are cos, you are getting both cos. If there's a minus sign, both sign will be there. Minus 2 sin x plus y upon 2 sin x minus y upon 2. Here you can write it to eliminate this minus sign, put this x minus y as y minus x. Sometimes the formula can be used like this. 2 sin x plus y upon 2 sin y minus x upon 2. Now sin x plus sin y, first is sin, second is cos. And if sin minus sin, it means sin x minus sin y, then first is cos, second is sin. Try to learn these. Now come to the next identity number 21. That is when you want statement in expression form and question is given in the product form. Here trigonometric functions are given in product and right hand side is what? In the form of expression. It depends on the demand of the question. What is the requirement? According to the requirement of the question, we have to apply the identities. 2 cos x cos y is equal to cos x plus y plus cos x minus y. Minus 2 sin x y sin y to minus 2 sin x sin y cos x plus y minus cos x minus y. 2 sin x cos y is equal to sin x plus y plus sin x minus y. 2 cos x sin y is equal to sin x plus y minus sin x minus y. These are the identities which you have to learn for this exercise. We have discussed first 4 questions of this exercise. Now first we will discuss examples, then we'll go for the further questions of exercise. Now come to the example number 10. In example number 10, as you know the value of sin pi by 6, sin 30 you know as sin 60, secant pi by 3, you know the values. But here when you are talking about sin 5 pi upon 6, this is not the acute angle. You have to make the apply the conversion here, then you can get the value. It means this sin 5 pi by 6 can be done as pi minus pi by 6. Here conversion rule is applied. Horizontal line, this is a 0, this is 180. Horizontal line means 0 and 180. Conversion is there, horizontal line conversion is there. So no change in trigonometric function. And what is a change in sign? After school to college, this concept will give you the sign. It means here is 180 minus theta. You are here in the quadrant second. 180 minus theta means in quadrant second. No change in trigonometric function and sign will be always positive. It means this is equal to sin pi by 6. It means if I put the value of sin pi by 6, that is same as sin 5 pi upon 6. Put the values and you are getting solution that is equal to 1. Now come to the example number 11. Here the question is sin 15. You don't know the value of sin 15. 15 means what? you can write this 15 as 45 degree minus 30 degree. We have to take those two acute angles whose values you can put. As you know the values 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. It means you have to take 30, 40 or 60 any of the values. You can take 60 minus 45. Again you are getting 15. 45 minus 30, you are getting 15. It means what? Sin x minus y formula I have told you. That is sin x minus y will be equal to sin x cos y minus cos x sin y. Here x is 45 and y is 30. Put the values sin 45 cos 30, cos 45 sin 30. Put the values as you know the values. I have told you in previous lecture what are the values. Put those values and simplify. You are getting root 3 minus 1 upon 2 root 2. The next is example number 12. Find the value of tangent 13 pi upon 12. You can write this 13 pi upon 12 as pi plus pi upon 12. Now what you are getting? Tangent pi upon 12. Tangent pi plus pi by 12 is tangent pi by 12. Now again you don't know the value of pi by 12 of tangent. So split this pi by 12 in the two acute angles which whose values you know very well. That is pi by 4 and pi by 6. You can write this tangent of pi by 4 minus pi by 6. So what? Tangent x minus y formula you can here apply. Tangent x minus tangent y upon 1 plus tangent x into tangent y. Here x and y are pi by 4 and pi by 6. Pi by 4 means 45 and pi by 6 means 30. It means 45 and 30 at the place of x and y you can put, and the values you can put. In here you will get root 3 minus 1 upon root 3 plus 1. Root 3 minus 1 upon root 3 plus 1. It becomes 2 minus root 3. When you rationalize this statement, you will get the answer 2 minus root 3. This is root 3 minus 1 square. And this is 3 minus 1. Now simplify it, you will get 2 minus root 3. I have to simplify. 3 plus 1 minus 2 root 3 upon 2. Here is 4 plus 4 minus 2 root 3 upon 2. Taking 2 common and you're getting 2 minus root 3. Now come to the example number 13. In this example, prove that left hand side is equal to right hand side. We have take to left and right side, left hand side. Apply the formula sin x plus y in the numerator and apply the formula sin x minus y in the denominator, and both numerator and denominator are divided by cos x cos y. You will get direct answer which is written in the right hand side, that is tangent x plus tangent y upon tangent x minus tangent y. Sometimes students don't know how to divide. Here I am telling you how to divide. Each and every term you have to divide by cos x cos y. It means you have to write down like this: sin x cos y divided by cos x cos y plus cos x sin y divided by cos x cos y. This is a numerator, and the denominator you will write sin x cos y divided by cos x cos y minus cos x sin y divided by cos x cos y. Now you can see here cos y cancelled, tangent x is left in the first step. In the second one, here cos x is cancelled and tangent y is there. And in the denominator, you will get tangent x here and tangent y in the next one. So this is the right hand side. You can do the question. Example number 13. Now come Come to the example number 14. That is tangent 3x, tangent 2x, tangent x is equal to tangent 3x minus tangent 2x minus tangent x. Here another technique is applied to do the question. Here you have to take angle which one is a maximum here, that is a 3x, and split that angle 2x plus x and take the tangent of these angles both sides. You are getting tangent 3x is equal to tangent 2x plus x. Now here you can apply the formula tangent x plus y. Tangent x plus tangent y upon 1 minus tangent x into tangent y. And cross multiplication take place, take it as like this upon 1, and cross multiplication take place, multiply them, and you are getting tangent 3x minus tangent 3x, tangent 2x, tangent x is equal to, by multiplying 1 you are getting the same value tangent 2x plus tangent x. Now rearrange the statement and you will get the answer tangent 3x minus tangent 2x minus tangent x in the right hand side, and the left hand side product of the statement tangent 3x, tangent 2x and tangent x. Now come to the example number 15. This example number 15 can be done by two ways. You can here apply the formula cos x plus y in the first part and cos x minus y in the second part. Apply the formula cos x plus y. Cos x plus y in the first one, and in the second one cos x minus y, and simplify it, you will get the answer. Now here what is written here, just see here the formula which is applied, that is what, cos x plus cos y. I have told you cos x plus y and cos x minus y, you can apply that formula and do the question. You can get the answer by using that formula also. Cos x plus cos y, here it is done by the formula, by this cos x plus cos y, that is equal to 2 cos x plus y by 2 cos x minus y by 2. This is x and this is y. This is x and this is y. So 2 cos x plus y upon 2, x minus y upon 2. Simplify it, 2 cos pi by 4 cos x, and the value of cos pi by 4 is 1 by root 2, and you are getting root 2 cos x. How you are getting? 2 upon root 2 cos x is written here. You can write this 2 as root 2 into root 2, and root 2 in denominator is cancelled by 1 of the root 2. You are getting root 2 cos of x. This is the right hand side. Do the question. Now come to the example number 16. Here in the example number 16, you have to apply the formula in the left hand side, cos x plus cos y. I have told you these formulae, apply these sin x minus sin y in the denominator. 2 cos a plus b by 2 cos a minus b by 2, or you can say x plus y by 2 and x minus y by 2. Apply this formula in numerator. In denominator, one term is cancelled. Which one is cancelled? This cos, this one is cancelled, and here 7 minus 5, 2x, 2 upon 2 is 2, cancelled, and cos x is here, and in denominator sin x is there, and cos x upon sin x is cot of x, and this is the right hand side. Now come to the example number 17. Example number 17. First, we have to arrange the statement in numerator. Take the left hand side, write the statement, and rearrange the terms. Sin 5x and sin x taken together, and minus 2 sin 3x right after these two statements. Now apply the formula sin x plus sin y. You are getting 2 sin x plus y by 2 into cos x minus y by 2. Now you can see here 2 sine 3x is common from both. You are getting sine 3x common. It is left 2 sine 3x is common. You can take common 2 sine 3x, and what is left? Cos of 2x minus 1, and in denominator it is minus 2 sine 3x sine 2x. 2 is cancelled, and when you merge this minus sign, sine 3x is also cancelled. When you merge this minus sign, the sequence of the terms will be changed. You will get 1 minus cos 2x upon sine 2x. This is the statement. Here you have to write down. This is a minus sign here. Don't miss it. And 1 minus cos 2x is cos 2x formula. I have told you 4 formulae of cos 2x. Here you are applying 1 minus 2 sine square x. When you rearrange the statement, 1 minus cos 2x is equal to 2 sine square x. Here it is 2 sine square x, and sine 2x formula you have studied, that is 2 sine x into cos of x. Here this is the formula. 2 is cancelled, sine is cancelled, sine upon cos is left, that is tangent x. It is the right hand side. We have discussed 1 to 4 questions of exercise 3.3 in the previous video. I have discussed up to 4. Question number 4. In question number 5, let's discuss. I am just giving hint to you how to do the questions. Just take the idea and start to do the exercise. Here in the question number 15, how you can write this sine 75 so you can get the value of sine 75? 75 means what? Sine 45 degree plus 30 degree. You can write sine 75 like this. So here you have to apply formula sine x plus y. So what is sine 45 plus 30? Sine x plus y will be equal to sine x cos y plus cos x sine y. Put the values and you will get the solution of sine 75 degree. As tangent 15 degree, for this tangent 15 degree you can write tangent of same 45 minus 30. What you are getting? 15. So what? Here you have to apply tangent x minus y formula. What is this one? Tangent x minus tangent y upon 1 plus tangent x into tangent y. At the place of x you have to put 45, and the place of y you have to put 30, and you will get the solution of tangent 15 degree. Now in the question number 6, cos x cos y minus sin x sin y. Cos x cos y minus sin x sin y. Cos x cos y minus sin x sin y. This is the formula of cos x plus y. What is the x? X is pi by 4. Pi by 4 minus x, and y is pi by 4 minus y. Apply this formula. In the 7th question, you have to apply tangent x plus y in the numerator and tangent x minus y in the denominator in left hand side. Simplify it, you will get the right hand side. Now here in the question number 8. In the question number 8, cos pi plus x and cos minus x upon sine pi minus x cos pi by 2 plus x. Here you have to draw again after school to college. And you know about horizontal line, there is no change in trigonometric function. In vertical line, there is a change in trigonometric functions. So here is cos pi plus x. Pi plus x means you are in a quadrant third. In third quadrant, you are getting negative sign, minus of cos of x. No change in trigonometric function, cos will be a cos, and in third quadrant, there will be negative sign. Cos of minus x, it is in fourth quadrant, it means positive cos x as it is. And in sine 180 minus x, sine 180 minus x means here we are in the second quadrant, it will be positive, and as it is sine is as it is sine. And cos 190 plus x, 90 plus x means in second quadrant, and cos will be minus, and this is the vertical line. 90 is what? On the vertical line. So change in trigonometric function will be there, minus of sine x. So minus sign cancelled by this minus sign, and cos square x upon sine square x, and you are getting cot square x. This is the right hand side. You can do the question number 8. Try to do the questions. Here you can try to do the questions. Next sometime in question number 16 to 21. In all questions you have to apply cos x minus cos y, sin x minus sin y. In the left hand side, you have to apply the formula and you will get the right hand side. All are approximately same questions. Apply the identities and you will get the answer. Now come to the question number 22. This question number 22 is as example number, let's see which one the example. Example number this one. Example number 14. Here we used tangent of 3x, tangent 2x plus x. Here it is written, sorry, in the, sorry. In the example, we used tangent a plus b formula, and in the question, you have to apply cot formula, cot 2x plus x. It is a hint, you will do your own. Apply formula of cot x plus y here, and cross multiplication take place, and rearrange the statement, you will get the answer. Okay. Now here are 3 questions left. Let's do how to complete this. So let's do. First do question number 24. What is question number 24? Cos of 4x is equal to 1 minus 8 sine square x cos square x. Okay. Take left hand side. Cos 4x can be written as cos of 2 into 2x, like this. Now apply the cos 2x formula. 2x formula, cos 2x formula is what? 4 formulas are there. You have to apply sine formula of this. When here is 2x, it is x. If it is 4x, then it will be 2x. It means what? 1 minus 2 sine square 2x. Because when angle is 2x, it becomes half in the right hand side. If it is 4x, it becomes 2x. Now this is 1 minus 2 as it is, and square write like this, sine 2x. The formula of sine 2x is 2 sine x cos x. Apply here 2 sine x cos x. So simplify it. 2 into, that is 4 sine square x cos square x. It becomes 1 minus 8 sine square x cos square x, and this is the right hand side of the question. Okay, now do these questions. I'm just giving 23rd and 25th question to you. Solve these two questions. We will discuss this question in a next video. Try up to question number 25. I hope you can do this exercise now. Thank you. Have a nice day.